Here we are talking about a topic that so many people probably can relate to in different ways, and that is how is your relationship to money, your money relationship? It's kind of odd, or may seem kind of odd, that I have put those two words together, relationship and money, money relationship. And most times, obviously, we think about relationship just in the context of people relationship. But in a sense, if you think about it, we do have relationships with a number of things or other in other contexts, right? So we have work relationship, we have family relationships, we have maybe hobby relationships. All of those things are how we relate in that context. That's what makes it a relationship. And tonight, well, depends on when you're listening tonight. If you're listening to the replay, it will be today or whenever you're listening. And make sure that you write just hashtag live or hashtag replay. If you're listening at the time, if you're listening to a live, obviously it's hashtag live. If you're listening to this on the replay, hashtag replay. And I really appreciate you being here. We want to talk about then three different kind of money mindset or a relationship, money relationship mindset. And I will talk about those things. And why does that matter? Why does it matter that we identify what relationship we have with money? You will see how important that is when I break that down for you. And as well, I will share with you towards the end of our conversation about a relationship with money that I want to I want to how should I propose an idea of how you can do just to test out. We're going to test out to see what kind of relationship you do have with money. If you're watching live and want to chime in and share your thoughts or ask a question, please write in the comment below and we'll be able to show that live if you allow StreamYard to give access to StreamYard to do that. I'll be glad to do that as well. By the way, just in case you're wondering who I am, I'm Kingsley Grant. I am the host of the podcast, The Kingsley Grant Show, which is accessible on all platforms. If you go to kingsleygrant.com/podcast, you'll be able to access all the podcasts that I have done on leadership and emotional intelligence. I'm also the author of the book, The Emotelligent Leader: Succeed Where Others Failed and Become the Leader Everyone Loves and Wants to Follow. But tonight we're going to talk about, or today, depends again, as I keep on saying tonight, because I'm broadcasting this live tonight. And I want to talk about then, especially in the season we're in 2020 is in the Christmas season. There's a lot of money conversations, or, whether it's, depending on where you find yourself. There are some conversations being done about Christmas gifts, about this or that. But we want to talk about then what are the mindsets that people have around money. And I want to share three different mindsets with you and break that down. So the first mindset that I want to share tonight, share with you is, let me put that up here, is what's called the scarcity mindset. The scarcity mindset. And the scarcity mindset around the money relationship simply says this: fear there will not be enough for everyone. Fear there will not enough for everyone. As I go through this, I would love to see which of these mindset do you identify with. I can tell you about myself when it comes to scarcity mindset. That has been a mindset of mine for a long time. It's a wondering, will there be enough? Especially in the space I find myself. When I think of others who are in this space of private practice and the revenue creation, how they're doing their business online or offline. And I think of all the therapists that are out there, psychotherapists, clinicians. And so you wonder, is there enough clients to go around, especially if you live in a concentrated area? That scarcity mindset, as I mentioned, as you see, I shared it earlier, it simply says, will there be enough? And you can fill in the blanks. Enough of what? But we're talking specifically around money. Will there be enough money to go around? Will there be enough people who would want to buy my product, buy my service, pay for my service and pay for the price I'm asking. If I have a scarcity mindset, I'm going to approach my business that way. I'm going to think there's not enough. And again, it could be you fill in the blanks. What context do you find yourself in? Now, when it comes to money and relationship, especially in the context of, say, a couple, a marriage, or just in a family relationship, a business context, the scarcity mindset, there's not enough. So I wonder and I worry. So where anxiety and worry is really seen a lot is in this mindset. There's another one I'll share with you where also there's anxiety and worry, but it's not shown up as much as in the scarcity mindset. Because the scarcity mindset context is simply saying there might not be enough, so I gotta then hold on to what I have. I got to cover and cower around and worry and all of that. But see, scarcity says that about you. As I mentioned before, and show you once again, it's simple fear. Fear there will not be enough for everyone. That's the scarcity mindset that I find so many people find themselves. And the question is this a mindset that you have? Is this a mindset you have? The second one I want to talk about then is this mindset, the poverty mindset. Now, the poverty mindset, the difference between scarcity and poverty, here is the subtle difference. It says, there is more than enough for everyone except me. That is the pivotal phrase, except me. And it's a mindset that many people who have a poverty mindset, they grow up in that mindset where it's almost like accept a pity party mindset. Woe is me, sorry for me, and just accept it to be everybody else, but not me. And we don't think that way. We don't even think to even try because there's a poverty mindset around money. We don't think we'll ever one day have enough. We don't think we could actually be a person that comes out of poverty and have enough for ourselves and for others because ingrained within our thinking. Okay, so mindset can be around anything, right? So in this case, money. Ingrained in our thinking is we are just this who we are as a family, as a generation. So one generation after another grow up in this poverty way of thinking when it comes to money. Now, here's the thing. This can come about because of the teaching and the upbringing that you had, depending on what context you grew up in. Maybe it is the context, like part of my context was one where I grew up hearing about money in a very negative way. And so to have money, to go after money, to work for, I mean, to not store up, let me just clarify this because someone may hear and thinking that it's a greed. It's all about money, 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 kings. Come on. It's not, that's what I'm talking about. Money is important. As a matter of fact, where people get it wrong, they hear this idea, the love of money is the root of all evil, but they don't hear the most important part of that phrase. It says the love of money is the root of all evil, not money. Money is just a commodity. It's something we use to transact business. It's something we use to exchange for something of value, something that's valuable to us. And if we don't have money to do that, it's hard to then get the things we need for our lives. So money is very important. But I think sometimes people hear this and they, especially again, the upbringing, my upbringing, when I hear about money, I would cower, I would like cringe a little bit because I hear greed, I hear it's not right, it's unbiblical, all of those things I'm hearing. And so I had not only a scarcity, but I had a partially, I wouldn't say fully, partially poverty, peace, but that wasn't a major part of my upbringing. So it did not linger. I knew we could break out of that. I knew we could get out of that. So I understood that. And given the right context, we can. But a person who has a poverty mindset around money, no matter what context you put them in, no matter where you put them, that poverty mindset will still prevail because it's ingrained within their system. So that's the third one that we have is a whole poverty mindset. Now, the third one that I want to share with you now is where we want to camp out for a second here, and that is this mindset, the abundant mindset. The abundant mindset simply says there is more than enough for everyone. I love that. There is more than enough for everyone. Wow. Imagine having that mindset in life. There's more than enough. When you think that way, you're unstoppable. Because even though we have a year of 2020 with COVID and all the setback, the people who really rise above and come out on top are those who have an abundant mindset, because they're simply thinking and seeing things as more than enough. They think that we can always go and do whatever we need to do. They're thinking that somewhere, someplace, somewhere, that is enough for everyone. This abundant mindset, my friend, around money is what you need to have, because you're not seeing money as many as other mindsets may see it in a negative light. You're not worshiping money. You're not hoarding money. You're not letting money be your God. As a matter of fact, the abundant mindset is the most generous mindset. Let me just say that again. The abundant mindset person is the most generous mindset of all three I've just shared. Why? Because they think there's more than enough. And even if they lose some or give away, there's enough to come back to them. That is what the mindset we need to have, especially as we get out of 2020 into 2021. Now, if you have an abundant mindset, or here's a good test. I want to test you on what mindset you have. So here's a test. Starting in January for 8 weeks, there's an opportunity for you to do something very special for yourself. Okay. And you have to think about whether or not you have this mindset to and the stomach for it, right? And that is this: you have an opportunity to join me on my mentor, teacher, coach, who is going to talk about help us grow our business to a 6-figure business in 2021. And here's the catch: even if you are brand new and have no idea where to start, even if you're brand new and have no idea where to start. And as you're seeing scrolling at the bottom, if you want to know more about this and get the information, just go to kingsgrant.com/best year, kingsgrant.com/best year, and access the information there. There you'll find how you can, in 2021, actually starting now, don't wait until 2021, get the right mindset from now. Begin to believe you can. As I shared in one of my past live presentation videos, I said, Henry Ford said this: if you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you are right. Which do you believe? The abundant mindset person believe they can. And that's who I'm speaking to when I'm offering this. This is your test. If you have an abundant mindset, you will want to jump on this in a hurry, because only those who do have that are going to not just be people who make things happen, right? Because we have people who watch things happen. We have people who make things happen. Which camp do you fall in? The abundant mindset individual are the ones who make things happen. So as I share with you tonight, and I shared all these three. So we talked about scarcity mindset. We talked about poverty mindset. And now we talk about the abundant mindset. Which camp do you fall in? If you fall in the abundant, remember now, here's a test. Make sure that you connect with us and make sure you become a part of this opportunity to make 6-figure in 2021. Go to kingsgrant.com/best year, and all the information you need is right there. I invite you in, and I want to see you become the best you, not just in physically, but also monetarily, financially. Because when you are that way, you're able to help other people. And that's the whole point, is to help other people and become more generous. If you don't have what to give, you can't. So I want to encourage you and invite you into this journey. Make sure you go to kingsgrant.com/best year. My friend, we've come to the end of another live and hard-hitting, helpful live broadcast. And make sure you join me on this and connect with me. Comment, like, love, show some love. Let me know what your thoughts are on these videos that I'm presenting and providing for you. I know they're great value. My friend, thank you for taking the time to listen and joining me on this, the Kings of Grant live show. And I want to encourage you to go and Kingspire someone. Kingspire simply means that you are going to inspire someone with information you received at the Kingspire, at Kings of Grant live broadcast, live show. My friend, with that said, I want to say to you, thank you for watching. Peace out. God bless. And I'll see you on the flip side. Yeah.